Hey everyone, it's MrAddOil again, helping you fight your today for your better tomorrow. And we're going to continue this video series on why I'm making a transition from software sales to software development. And the value for you is you can also, participate in this journey with me to figure out if you should take action and make that career switch to software development also. Yeah, it's the fifth argument, and we're going to be talking about why you should consider software development. And it's based on the reason of wanting to make a social impact. So the rule for this argument, right? Wanting to make a social impact, you self-qualify yourself into taking a smaller action step to learning more about software development if you in the future want to have some sort of social impact in society, right? You want to take a problem and address a problem and create a solution for that. Whether that is starting some sort of business, nonprofit, or even like a startup of your own to address that problem. If that resonates with you and you think you might have the calling or just the drive to do that, then you already self-qualified yourself. But next up, we're gonna kind of talk about my spin or rendition on this argument. So social impact is something that I really enjoy and wanted to contribute to for the longest time. During my college time, university, I think I spent like close to 5 years with a couple of other friends and people who also kind of believed in this mission or this idea of social impact, where we started a nonprofit that didn't exist in San Francisco from the ground up. I actually moved into that venue, that facility, and kind of maintained it for that 5 year period. And I think that was like one of the best experience or best moments of my life, where I woke up every day. I was in college. I had like 3 part-time jobs. Was going to school full-time, and one of the part-time or like full-time job was running and maintaining the programs for this nonprofit. It was hard and challenging, but back then I was younger and I had more energy to expend. But I remember reflecting on that part of my life, and I didn't even realize like I was doing that for like 5 years. I was like, wow. It was one of the most happiest, most enjoyable periods of my life, like working for a nonprofit that I knew had social impact. So bringing this together, pulling the threads together of why I kind of couple this with software development. So another inspiration, one of the reasons, one of the small steps that I took to learning more about software development was enrolling in this program, this free certificate program called freeCodeCamp. So it's a nonprofit, and its mission is to help people like you and me learn more about software development, build that portfolio, build that skill set, and help other nonprofits by offering software development services. And it was started by, I believe his name was Quincy Larson, and he was an educator. He was a teacher before, and then he started to learn how to code, and he took his teaching passion and then what he learned as a software developer to create freeCodeCamp. And I highly recommend for you inspiring software developers to check that out and actually go through that process. So I was using freeCodeCamp, the legacy app. Now they have like a better updated curriculum that's even better for you to learn right now, but check them out. So going back on that point of social impact, right? So with Quincy Larson, he created freeCodeCamp because he was like, as a teacher, he was a teacher prior to becoming like a software developer and creating freeCodeCamp. He married those two problems of like, there's a demand for software developers, but becoming one, there's this big gap, and it's just very intimidating to become one. And he wanted to create a solution to fill the gap of people who are interested but probably don't have the resources to make that jump into like learning how to become a software developer. So he created that solution in the form of freeCodeCamp. And that's super powerful. Like if you have inspirations of creating a nonprofit or creating something that can help the disadvantaged, like for me, I definitely do. Like one of my life goals is once maybe this will change, but my thoughts now will be once I've achieved some sort of like level of financial independence where I don't have to have like the craziest luxurious lifestyle, but you know, some sort of gear like that, playing video games, being able to have more control over my time, then I'll invest the excess of my resources, whether that's time or just like money or other resources, on building a project that can help a specific area or a specific group that's like disadvantaged or a problem in the world, right? Be a nonprofit. And it doesn't just have to be a nonprofit, right? You can take your software developer skills and create a for-profit company, a startup. Same thing, but your startup or your for-profit company will be doing just that, right? It will be in existence to make a profit. But in its existence, as long as you're, practicing good habits and you're ethical in your approach of maintaining that company, you're still addressing a problem and creating a tangible solution to tackle it, right? So in that sense, whether it is for a nonprofit or for profit, we need more software developers to come into the world, take a problem and just tackle the crap out of it and make the world a better place. So that's what I have for this argument of social impact, right? So if this resonates with you, to self-qualify yourself, it's super simple. Do I care about social impact in some way or form, or do I not care and just care about myself? And that's pretty bad. But I mean, if you gravitate more towards like wanting to join with other people and try to make a social impact for the world, your society, your community, then you should consider exploring more about software development, build those skills, and put your actions where your mouth is and get going.